Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is 2021 basics. I think I have a few other videos about 2021 preliminary planning, 2021 priorities, 2021 thoughts, Christmas Eve thoughts, and stuff like that. And some of those were along the lines of, you starting to make some progress on your goals for what you want to take care of in 2021. And this video is similar, except I'm talking about basics. Sometimes you don't always have to be adding in something new. Sometimes, what you're doing, you figured it out, and you just need to keep doing that. So if that's you, well, just keep doing that, right? If you're, let's say you're in college, you wouldn't really need to make all kinds of other plans because the path is already set. When you're in college, the goal is to do well in college and graduate, right? So, there's times in your life where the new year comes and goes and there's really nothing different that you need to do, that you just need to keep plowing forward with what you're doing now. And that would be the basics. So if you've already started weight training, your area's got past the COVID, you've got a good program, you don't got to make a lot of changes. You just keep at that system of weight training. If you're already trying to make improvements to what you eat, less junk, more meat, just keep doing that, right? Those are the basics. Keep doing it. If you're doing other things for your health, right? Sleeping enough, supplementing, keeping your stress level low. You don't need to add or subtract anything else in there. You just need to keep doing what you're doing, the basics. So yeah, the new year will come and go, and people will ask you what's your New Year's resolutions, and you could say, well, I'm just going to focus on the basics, right? I'm very happy with what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing it. So, if you're already happy doing something, if your already life has a lot of meaning, if you have some adventure and fun and excitement and things are going your way, you don't need to make a lot of changes. So, basics, right? Basics. Now, that being said, if your basics aren't working well, that would mean, yeah, you got to make serious changes, right? If you're just totally unsatisfied with what you do for a living, yeah, you're going to have to start making changes. I'm having a great Christmas time. I've got a number of days off. I'm enjoying the time off. I have seen family a little bit here and there. It's not exactly like a normal Christmas year, but I've had, a few years ago, I was very unhappy in a job, and my big goal, what I determined that year, is I got to get out of this job and get something better, because basically that job was just absolutely ruining my life. So the basics were get out the resume and the cover letters and scour the want ads and do my research and figure out and do my best to get out of there. And that's what I did. But way before, I was just, Christmases were just terrible for me when I was married. My wife just ramped the verbal abuse up to a fever pitch in December, till I absolutely hated December and I hated Christmas, and I couldn't wait for all that to be over with so she could try to calm down just a little bit. So I knew the resolution was, I got to get away from this woman. I have to leave her. I at some point, and eventually I did. And if that's you, if you're being verbally abused, if you don't, no matter what you do with your wife, it's wrong to her. She's screaming and yelling at you, passive aggressive, spending all your money, refusing to help, just a very high maintenance, demanding woman. Yeah, get my book, Leave Your Wife, Become a Happier Man, the 3-step system. That will save your life. You have to figure out a way to leave her. Right, so that's the basics. If you got a bad relationships, it's probably the time to end them. Probably the time to end them, or make a plan anyway that you're going to end them as soon as you can. If I had children, yeah, I probably wouldn't leave my wife on Christmas morning, but maybe there'll be a time in the future when you can do it. Basics. If you're totally unhealthy, you gotta start making changes to make yourself feel better in whatever way makes sense for you. And usually you'll find a simpler diet, less sugar, less carbohydrate, will kind of make you feel better. Money. Ooh, money can be a big one, right? If you're totally over your head in debt, basics would be to make a plan to get out of that. Probably need to go bankrupt. Probably need to let your big house go, the mortgage payment. Yeah. Either that or just tighten your belt and work a lot more. Might have to insist your wife go back to work. But yeah, basics. What you do for a living, your relationships, your expenses, your health. Yeah, take care of the basics in 2021. If something's amiss, start making some progress on that. So anyway, give that idea of some thought. You don't have to think of 2021 as saving the world. I would just save yourself, make sure the basics are covered. All for now.